Hey y'all, welcome to the Road to Cowgirls at the Cowboy, where I'm taking you behind the scenes with me as I saddle up with the ladies of Cowgirls at the Cowboy, the nation's first and only 3-night all-female country music festival at Jackson Hole's iconic Million Dollar Cowboy Bar. I'm your host, Jenny Tolman. I'm a country music artist, songwriter, and the host and curator of Cowgirls at the Cowboy. And I'm so happy that you're here. Y'all, I am so excited for our guest today. It's such a treat. She has written hit songs for Lainey Wilson, Ella Langley, Morgan Wallen, Reba. The list goes on and on. She is a CMA and ACM nominated songwriter. We have Miss Trannie Anderson here with us today.
Thank you, Jenny. Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited that you're here and so excited that you're coming to Jackson Hole. Have you ever been up there?
I've never been up there.
Okay.
I've heard from a lot of friends that it's their favorite place in the U.S.
Yes, I have to second that.
I've been close to there. I've been to Yellowstone, and like it's the Tetons where So I've been to Yellowstone, and my family drove where we could see the backside of the Tetons.
Yeah,
but I've never been to Jackson Hole. So
oh my gosh. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's going to blow
my husband's going to go with me too. So
that makes me so happy.
Me too.
Yeah, because like I was telling you just a minute ago before we started filming, it's such an experience. Like, obviously the festival and the music is the reason we're all going.
Yeah.
But just the experience and getting to bring you guys up there, it's like, it's like a magical Hallmark town.
Yeah.
My husband and I got married there.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you have like
it.
a history with Jackson Hole. Okay.
Yeah, so we, I can tell you that off camera because they don't care about that, but
I want to hear about it.
The people are just so amazing. It feels like you've walked into an old time movie and everybody's just so friendly. So they're going to love you. You're going to love them. I can't wait. But to start out, I just want to learn so much about you because I've heard so much about you throughout the years, your beautiful songs, music, obviously. Aww. But you grew up in Waco, Texas, correct?
Yep.
Do you get Waco. Chip and Joanna references all the time or asked about them?
Yes, and I love it every time because people used to just ask about the cult.
Oh, you know what? I never even knew about the cult until I met somebody just a few weeks ago from Waco and she was talking about that and I was like, how have I never heard about this?
Yeah, I feel like people kind of forgot about the Branch Davidian thing until there was a docu-series on Netflix that came out a couple years ago, and that kind of like
reinvigorated it.
Yeah, it was like,
hey,
I was like, awesome, great. But yeah, Chip and Joanna have done so much for my town, and honestly, so much for my friends.
Yeah.
Because I have several friends who've stayed in Waco from high school, from college. I went to Baylor too, so I was I lived in Waco for 22 years before I moved here.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, the popularity of that TV show has brought in 1 million plus people every year as tourists to come and visit Waco.
That's that was incredible.
That wasn't happening, and so all of these friends of mine have like started little businesses and are like thriving, and downtown's economy is just thriving in like a completely different vibe than when I was growing up, because there was a lot of empty warehouses and things, and now it's all like artistic and kind of Nashville flavored a little bit.
That's so cool. I want to take a trip there because I've never been there, but obviously like Fixer Upper was my husband and I's go-to show during lockdown.
Yeah.
So we watched like every single episode. So when I heard you were from Waco, I was like, I have to ask her about Chip and Joanna.
Yeah, you should do that and then text me and I'll tell you what you should go do.
Yes, perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So how did you get into music growing up in Texas?
Yeah, neither of my parents are really into music. Yeah. My mom plays piano and sings a little bit, but like very, very, very minimally. And my dad doesn't really do either thing, but they just played music in our house a lot. Yeah. And I had my grandma's upright piano in our living room growing up.
Yeah.
And no one really messed with it, but even at like the age of 5 and 6, I was sitting at the piano almost every day, like messing around with it and just super drawn to it, and wrote my first song when I was 6. And
No way.
Yeah, and I really
Do you remember it?
It's called Magic Carpet.
Magic Carpet? I love it.
And, I mean, all my first songs were like instrumental, piano melodies.
Oh, really?
And
okay.
Yeah, and then, but I have all these little notebooks too from when I was 7, 8 years old. Didn't even know how to spell, but like was writing out lyrics the best I could.
Oh my gosh.
Was even starting to perform my songs for people then too.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's always been a love, like a passion of mine.
Yeah. It was just given to you.
That
is so cool. How did that develop into, like, oh, hey, I think this is actually what I'm going to do, and writing the lyrics, like you said, even before you could write words, like, did you love, like, character creation or storytelling, or was it, like, what was happening?
So, a lot of the first songs with lyrics that I was writing too were all Christian songs, and my faith has always been really important to me. And so one of my best friends growing up, his name was Christopher Rhodes, and his dad actually used to write songs for Word Music Publishing.
No way. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because people don't know this, but Word started in Waco, Texas.
What?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
And I forget exactly when that was, like the 80s or 90s or something, but and then eventually it moved to Nashville. But there are some music ministers in my hometown that used to work with Word.
Wow.
And so they're very in the know with what's happening in Nashville and had connections to Nashville. So Chris's dad, since we were so close, he knew about my songwriting when I was like 8. And he was interested in it. And he started giving me songwriting lessons when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. It was a God thing.
Yeah.
And I started playing. I mean, he taught me about song structure.
Wow.
And because I was writing these songs that had 10 verses and no chorus. And Chris's dad, Gary, was like, hey, so this is a great verse, but maybe instead of going on to another verse, you should have a chorus that lives, and here we are at the chorus. And he taught me all this stuff that, like, I've literally used every day of my life now.
Wow.
But yeah, he and my friend Chris Womack, who also was working in Nashville, but was based in Waco, just taught me so much about Nashville, and that it was something I could do someday if I wanted to.
Yeah,
and
I put that on your radar.
Yeah, and I was 8, 9, 10, like learning about those things.
Incredible.
Yeah, and Gary actually had a bunch of Nashville musicians fly down and do an EP with me when I was like 12.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
And yeah.
That's magical.
And so, yeah, I just like at a young age felt very called to do this with my life and move here eventually.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Do you still keep in contact with him today?
I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Is he
actually,
in Waco still?
Yeah, both of them are. And this was really special for me a couple years ago. Well, not quite 2 years ago. I won Heart Like a Truck, which is a song I wrote for Lainey Wilson, and with Lainey, won Song of the Year for the NSAI Awards. Yeah. And that's the most special night of my life that I've had so far, except maybe when I got married. and so I wanted to make sure that Gary and Chris Womack were there. So they like flew in from Waco, and I like, oh my gosh, it was very special.
So special.
Yeah. And on the mic when I was having my just my little thank you speech, like it was just so cool to like look them in the eyes and in the audience and say thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Because
what a gift you gave them too. I mean, all of you guys, what you reciprocated to each other, that's so beautiful. Full circle.
For sure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, NSAI Song of the Year, we're going to get to that, but since you brought it up, I mean, it's like you just said, one of the most special nights of your life.
Yeah, for sure.
What was that like when you found out, first of all, the song was going #1, and then it was Song of the Year?
Yeah. I mean, I could have never dreamed of that.
Yeah.
I never dreamed that big, to be honest. Like,
Right.
all I dreamed about when I moved to Nashville was just, like, figuring out some way to be able to make just enough money to do this full time. So it wasn't even on my radar that the Lord would bless me with a song that would be nominated for a bunch of things like that. And yeah, I mean, it was that night particularly, though, was extra special to me because I got to play the Ryman.
Oh, wow.
And that was incredible to get to do that. Especially with my songwriting community present too, like, and knowing that they were the ones that voted for Heart Like a Truck to be Song of the Year.
Right. Because it's different when it's your peers.
Yeah.
Noticing you.
Right. Yeah. And that particular Song of the Year award is only voted on by songwriters and publishers and, like, people very immersed in our community.
Yeah.
So that one meant a lot to me.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's amazing to look at your current body of work and see how you are literally part of this huge movement happening in country music right now. You're so ingrained, obviously, with Lainey.
Yeah.
And so I want to bring up Lainey and Dallas, you guys, and the Heart Wranglers.
Yeah.
How did that come to be? Because, okay, so you mentioned you went to Baylor and then you moved to Nashville. Did you meet them right off the bat? Did it take a while? What was that journey like to getting to that? Because I feel like there's so many, writers who watch this and writers just coming to town who want that, like, core group because that's the dream to have, that trio of just pure gold.
Yeah. I mean, I really believe praying for that, like praying for those people to be in your life and your circle just organically is so huge. And I was praying for that. Yeah. And literally the week before I moved to Nashville, I got coffee with my friend Steven, and he went to high school with me in Waco, and he's probably about 4 or 5 years older, 4 years older than me. I think he was a senior when I was a freshman.
Okay.
And he moved, instead of going to college, he moved to Nashville, and he and Lainey fell into the same friend group.
Okay.
And she was, like, living in her trailer then.
Yeah.
And Steven, after 4 years, decided he wanted to move back to Waco. And that was right at the time I was about to move to Nashville. So we were, like, ships passing in the night and had a week of overlap. And so we got coffee. And I was just asking him about his experience and what I should do when I moved to Nashville. And maybe about halfway through the conversation, he was just telling me about his friend group. And he was like, I have this feeling you would really hit it off with this girl named Lainey Wilson. And do you mind if I, like, give you her number and y'all can just, like, connect when you move to Nashville? So I literally had Lainey's number in my phone the week before I moved to Nashville.
Wow. Okay, God. Got it.
Yeah, for real. And of course it took years for things to evolve to where they have. But yeah, I mean, like, a couple weeks after I moved to Nashville, I just, like, cold reached out to her and told her I was friends with Steven, and we got coffee at Frothy Monkey on 12 South.
Oh, wow.
And we just had a really great time and became friends and started writing songs together. And yeah, I mean, it's just that's how it initially happened. And then over the years, like, our friendship has just evolved and, like, our creative connection just, like, strengthened and became this magic thing that, like, had something to do with us, but, like, I really believe like it just was the Lord's timing and all of it. And I met Dallas in 2018, so I met him 3 years after I moved.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Through my old publisher, Brandon Purdue, who's his publisher now.
Okay.
And so the three of us, me and Dallas and Lainey, had all been writing with each other, but never in that combo.
Yeah.
like I had always just written with her and other people and Dallas and other people and same with them.
Right.
And in it was in 2020 during the pandemic, we got together and Dallas was like, I want the three of us to write a song. So we did. And the first song we ever wrote together was Heart Like Truck.
You're kidding.
Yeah. What? Yeah. And,
oh my goodness.
And so, I mean, that song didn't come out though for a couple years.
Yeah.
But that's when we wrote it. And then once that happened, it was like, oh, we need to.
Do you remember writing that like vividly?
Yeah, I do.
Walk me through that.
Sure. So, well, it was COVID, so all of us were like freaking stir crazy.
Yeah, of course.
And we met at Dallas's studio. We really hush about it.
We won't tell anybody.
And I had the hook "Heart Like a Truck." And I thought of it the day before the write. I was supposed to write with somebody else, and they canceled on me, and I was like, okay, well, I have the day free now.
Isn't it funny how that works?
Well, yeah. Well, sometimes that's a blessing.
Yes.
You know, like I used to get all bent out of shape about that, and like sad that I wasn't going to write a song that day, but you can make lemonade out of lemons, and so I went to the what's it called? The Greenway over by Star Bagel. What's that called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Anyway, I walked that Greenway.
Yes.
And I just listened to a ton of old country and just was like, just trying to like think of anything for her the next day. And the hook "Heart Like a Truck" came to me on that walk. And I didn't know what to do with it yet, but I wrote it down and I went home and I wrote a chorus for it. And it was like very rocky and up-tempo. Yeah. And I brought it in the next day, and Lainey, when I showed it to her, Lainey was like, man, I love this idea. I want to write this. I kind of want to slow it down, and I want to make it more emotional. And I said, okay, let's do that. And she has incredible instincts like that. I always trust her when she says things like that. And so Dallas picked up the guitar and started playing what became the verse progression, and we started just doing some melodies over that. And when the chorus hit, me and Lainey were like looking at each other. We literally landed on, I got a heart like a truck. And we just kept singing that over and over. Wow. And it was like, well, that feels pretty good. And there's like a lot of space in that. Yeah. And anyway, I mean, we wrote it relatively quickly. And I don't think any of us thought after we wrote it that, oh, we just wrote a hit song.
Number one, yeah.
No, that it just felt different and cool for her. And, I mean, little did we know it was going to have the journey that it has. Yeah. And I'm glad she didn't put it out for a while, too, because I don't know that it would have done the same. It might not have had the same success for her that it did.
Early on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is so amazing. I mean, just to see, like, how meant to be things are. It sounds like so much of your story has been that. And now you have... I saw the Lainey Wilson exhibit in the Country Music Hall of Fame, and there's a Heart Wreckers jacket in there. I'm sorry, Heart Wranglers jacket in there, and a pair of your earrings, right?
Right.
So tell us the story about your earrings.
Well, there's not much of a story with it. I thought it was very funny that they put those up.
You're like, oh, nice choice. Well,
yeah. Well,
cool coaster.
I love turquoise jewelry, and so does Lainey. And so I was wearing those, which at the time those were like the quintessential Texas girl.
Yeah.
Well, like specifically Texas girl because they were Kendra Scott earrings, and that's. Kendra Scott started in Texas. Okay. And so, like, every Texas girl I knew had that turquoise pair of Kendra Scott earrings.
That's so funny.
I guess they hadn't made their way over to Louisiana or Nashville yet. But I walked into Frothy Monkey, and Lainey was like, your earrings, oh my God. and so it's so funny, too, because, like, years later, she would bring up those earrings.
Really?
She's like, I remember on our first coffee date, you were wearing those turquoise earrings. And I told the Hall of Fame people that, and they were like, we gotta put those in the exhibit. And I was like, okay, sure, here you go.
That's so funny. How cool, though.
Yeah. So, and actually, that exhibit, my family was just in town a couple days ago I was playing some shows at Cheekwood over the weekend.
Oh, fun, beautiful.
And my family doesn't really come to visit that often.
Okay.
Like, my mom comes usually at least once a year, sometimes more.
Mm-hmm.
This year she's come more, but my dad's only been to Nashville one other time.
Really?
And I've lived here for 10 years.
Whoa.
So I was like, this is a big deal. So I
my goodness.
wanted to take them to that exhibit.
Yeah.
So that was fun to get to show them that exhibit. I mean, I'm just so proud of Lainey, and it's cool to have some stuff in it too. And so I love showing that to my family.
That's so special. I can imagine how proud they are.
Yeah.
My gosh. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever, like, when you first moved to Nashville, because you said you did an EP when you were 12, have you ever thought about being an artist yourself or putting out your own artist project? Because you have a beautiful voice. You do a lot of background vocals on tons of other artist stuff.
Yeah, thank you. No, that was never my intention, moving to Nashville, to, like, ever chase an artist thing.
Really?
No, I just...
That's so unique.
I knew, like, even at the young age that, like, songwriting is, like, what energized me. And I like to perform.
Yeah.
But it doesn't energize me in the same way.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do all day, every day, is that. Is write songs and sit at my piano and, like, brainstorm with people.
Yeah.
And so, it was never my intention to put out an artist project at any point. Like, maybe just for fun someday. And actually, I've literally just recorded one.
Oh, no way.
And it's going to come out probably, like, sometime in the fall. But
my gosh, that's exciting.
My friend Chelsea Kent, she worked at, she's actually from Waco.
Oh my gosh.
And and she and I grew up recording at the same, there's a studio called DRS in Waco that, I mean, there aren't very many studios in Waco, Texas.
I can imagine.
But DRS is one that I recorded a project at when I was maybe 15, 16, something like that. And she was doing the same thing. So she and I got connected because of that right after I moved to Nashville. And we've been really great friends ever since. But she has ended up working at Apple Music and being a publisher and doing all this stuff. And now she works at Sony.
Okay.
And
and is that where you're writing?
That's where I write songs. Yeah. And so one of her jobs is songwriter branding. And so she approached me, like, into last year and was like, hey, what if we did this?
Yes.
And I was like, if you help me put all the pieces together.
Oh my gosh.
Sure.
How cool that that's even a thing, songwriter branding, that they care that much. That's so important.
I know.
How special.
She's so good at it. I mean, she does a lot more than just that, but that's, like, a piece of her job at Sony. But it was her brainchild to do this now. And I said, okay, let's do it. Because I did want to do it at some point. So we just recorded 6 songs. And I also wrote little poems, like spoken word poems.
Oh, I love that.
And Rob McNally, who's just one of the best guitarists in Nashville ever. Just award-winning guitarist, has played on everybody's record. He produced it.
Oh, amazing.
And he's been my friend for a while and, like, played on all Lainey's stuff. And so anyway, we did it.
Oh
and I'm very proud of it. And it's going to come out sometime this fall.
That's so exciting. Maybe around Cowgirls. We'll be sure to promo it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Is it going to be self-titled, or does it have a title, or are you not talking about it yet?
Yeah, the record's going to be called Heart Like a Songwriter.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What is it about, because I love the way that you phrased, like, nothing energizes you like songwriting.
Yeah.
What is it about writing songs, do you think?
I think I think that I like when I say energize, I mean like I feel like the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
And I just feel I feel like I'm living out my purpose when I'm writing songs. And I don't feel that way when I'm doing other things always.
Yeah.
You know? And at the end of the day, that's all I really want to do because that's where joy is, that's where peace is. And that's all I care to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I've had the other things too.
Yeah.
I've had anxiety and I've had stress and I've had vanity and like still do in moments, but like I just don't feel any of that when I'm writing songs. I just am like, this is like what the Lord created me to do, you know? So that's what I mean by energized. It's just like I just feel so it just feels so right. It feels like the perfect fit for me.
I love that. Oh, that just gave me goosebumps when you said the Holy Spirit, because I guess we'll talk about this in a moment.
Yeah.
But so I have a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
You just met him briefly.
Yeah, he's so cute.
And I had the hardest time, like, just getting back into the mindset of a writer after having him and, like, I had so much anxiety. And I had a friend talk to me and she was like, well, have you just asked the Holy Spirit to come into you? Like, while you're writing? Like, have you just asked? And I was like, oh, I guess I didn't realize that was a thing, but it is, and the fact, and then it works, and the fact that you just said that, I just love that, and I love how faith-filled your journey has been, because it clearly shows, like, you're obedient, and you follow that path, and it has paid off, and it's given you, this peace and this joy that you get to carry and share with the world, because honestly, as songwriters, that's our purpose, right? Is to help heal other people in whatever way, whether it's through laughing or crying or dancing or whatever.
That's right.
So I just love that.
Thank you. And I definitely don't do that perfectly, but I try.
No.
I try to be obedient.
Yeah.
I try.
That's why we're human. It's a journey.
Yeah.
But speaking of my 2-year-old little boy, you have just recently announced your very exciting news that you have a baby boy on the way too.
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Thank you.
How has that changed, or has it changed anything yet? Maybe it hasn't. Your perspective with writing and just life in general, because it's a life shift.
Why do I want to cry right now?
Oh, you can cry. It's okay.
Dang!
You can cry.
I think I'm like just scratching the surface on how that's going to change the way I think and view life, first of all, but also my job, and writing songs, and like, I think, I mean, just even a little more backstory, like I've been scared to death to be pregnant.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I think, and I don't want to speak for all female songwriters, but I think ever since I moved to town, the idea of doing both at the same time at a really high level has been daunting to me and scary to me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so for a long time, I was just like, man, like, I already feel like I'm at capacity so often, just with the amount of things going on in my schedule, with writing, with traveling, with playing shows, with singing background vocals, and I'm like, wow, God, like, how do I fit a baby into that? And, which sounds just so funny to say that, because it's like, that is so much more important than what we do. But like, because I love our job so much that
and you do it at such a high level already too.
It's a lot.
And in the public eye in a way. So you're feeling all of that,
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And it scared me, the thought of doing both.
Yeah.
And I knew I wanted to someday. And my husband has wanted to for years. And I've been like, I need more time. Give me more time. But at the end of last year, my husband and I talked about it, and I was like, man, I like the fears I have right now. I'm going to have the same fears 3 years from now. I'm going to have the same fears 5 years from now. Like, it's not going to change. And so it felt like the right time to start trying.
Yeah. And
we did. And I remember when we started trying, I was just like crying. I wasn't even pregnant yet. I was just like, I'm so scared of this. Oh. And then at the end of January, I had a positive pregnancy test while I was on a retreat with 4 boys.
Oh gosh.
In New Mexico. Yeah. And I was like, I will remember that moment for my whole life. Yeah. I just was staring at a positive pregnancy test at this random Airbnb in New Mexico.
My gosh.
And it was like 5 a.m.
Oh, wow.
And that's a whole other story that
you're like, why did I do this to myself?
At 5 a.m. But it just, in that moment, like seeing that positive pregnancy test just like changed my whole life. It just did.
Yeah.
And it changed my whole heart. It just changed everything about me. Like in a second. I know you understand that. Because you went through that too. Yeah. And then I carried that baby for like 6.5 weeks, and I had a miscarriage.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And it was really hard. Yeah, and going through that, and taking that to the Lord too, I just like my whole life changed. Yeah. And the fears I had were so pushed aside and replaced with the desire to be a mom.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry.
And like it just, I mean, what they say is true, that like your whole DNA changes when you become a mother, even for 6.5 weeks.
Right.
And so I was like praying for my rainbow baby so hard. And do you know what a rainbow baby is?
I do.
I'll tell the listeners if they don't know. A rainbow baby is the baby that you have after you have a loss. And it's like the promise after a storm. And what's so crazy, Jenny, is I wrote this song with Lainey called Somewhere Over Laredo. It's based on a song about a rainbow.
Oh my gosh.
And the week that song came out, I got pregnant with this little boy I'm carrying. And so literally my rainbow baby and my rainbow song are happening simultaneously. And it's just been the most beautiful thing ever.
Oh my goodness.
It's just changed my heart. I'm so excited to be a mom. And that doesn't mean I'm not scared about some things, but it just changed me seeing that pregnancy test in New Mexico.
Absolutely.
So.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us too.
Absolutely.
I know that's really hard, and that's something that doesn't get talked about a lot.
Yeah.
So the fact that you shared that with us, I really value that. So thank you.
Absolutely. I didn't know how prevalent it was until it happened to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
1 in 3 pregnancies, right?
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah. Which is...
And I've been very open about it. And so my friends have been open about it with me because of that. And I think it is so good and healthy to talk about it.
Yeah.
And there is really so much hope on the other side.
Yeah. I'm so happy that you're on the side of like, why am I getting emotional now too? I think because I get what you mean, like, with the fear. Yeah. Because like as an artist too, like I lost certain team members because they just didn't, believe that I could do both, like you were saying. And now I have like badass team members who are like totally like, they come together and they make it happen when I've got a baby upstairs and a husband that helps. So it's like you're the people surrounding you and the village around you. I mean, I just totally believe that you have all of those people that love you so much and that are going to make sure that you and this sweet baby is going to be perfectly okay. And just, he's going to thrive. I mean, my son growing up around music, it's been so fun to watch, and I'm sure you're going to have even cooler experiences with him. I mean, like, his first year of life, he went to 27 states. So he's
on tour.
Yeah, he's a little road baby. And so he just loves to talk to people, and he's so social, and he's already, like, he'll just start, like, blah, 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 and, like, start singing some words, and he's like, I'm making that up, Mommy. Like he gets, like, that him and his dad that his mom and his dad are songwriters, and he's around it, and so you're gonna have so much fun, because it's like, it's the best thing in the world, and truly nothing else matters. Like, all of this that we get to do is so special and so amazing, and we can do both. It's hard. It's not a walk in the park, but it's, you know, I think, like, what you've been talking about, if God puts that on your heart, it's there for a reason, and you're meant for it, and he's blessed you with this baby, and he's blessed you with this career, and so what an amazing life, you know?
Amen.
Like, and we're going to be going to Jackson Hole soon. I mean, it's going to...
wait. Oh, and Patrick and I are going to stay, like, 3 extra days, too, and make it, like, a little mini baby moon.
Oh, my gosh, perfect. If you need recommendations, I got you. Or do you have an itinerary planned out?
Okay. So I would love any of the recommendations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make sure I get you plenty, because there's so much fun stuff to do. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I want to talk some more about the exciting moments, like the CMA nominations, the ACM nominations. What are those moments like for you? Because I'm sure, like, I feel like everybody, and I don't want to speak for you, but so many people that I talk to, like, right before they have success are like, I'm done, I'm over this, like, this is, I'm going back to Waco. Have you ever had one of those moments, or, I guess I'll just start there. Have you ever had one of those moments?
Where I was ready to pack up and leave? Mm-hmm. Not a pack up and leave moment, because I'm pretty stubborn.
Yeah, good. You have to be.
I'm extremely stubborn. Yeah. I'm nice, but I'm stubborn. And I dig in my heels when I believe in something. Yeah. Have I had all happy unicorn rainbow moments the entire time I've been in Nashville? Right. Hell no. Yeah. Hell no. Yeah. I mean, there have been so many moments over the last 10 years that I felt like I wasn't enough. I felt discouraged. Yeah. I was canceled on. I was told no. I was rejected. I used to pick up dog poop as my full-time job before I was a songwriter. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I owned a dog sitting company and dog walking company called Pup Stars.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Only a songwriter would come up with that name.
Yeah, I was literally the country star dog sitter.
Oh my gosh.
That's a whole other story. That is very long, but
feel free to share if you want.
Well, I want to answer your question that you asked me, but yeah, I mean, there have been so many highs and lows along the journey, but never a moment so low that I didn't feel that this was meant for me anymore. Right. And if someone has that moment, it's so understandable.
Yeah, right.
And I have so many friends that have had that moment.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, they're, you know, they're up for Song of the Year or something. Like, it's just... But I truthfully, I have not had that moment of, like, I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
But I've had plenty of moments of crying in my car.
Yeah, of course.
Just feeling very defeated.
Yeah.
But when you do get the mountaintop moments of having a number one, or even just having a cut of any sort is a mountaintop moment.
Right.
For me. Still, every time it happens, it's a miracle, because that's so many people signing off on believing your song is important enough and valuable enough to spend a few $1,000s, if not more, on it. And then, like, if it's a radio single, they're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on it. So any of that happening is truly a miracle.
Yeah.
but yeah, getting to hear my song was nominated for a CMA award, for an ACM award. It was just pretty wild. I mean, it felt really good. It felt really good. And like getting to go to those award shows was just so cool. And I'm going to remember that for my whole life. Yeah. And like even losing.
Right.
I didn't even really care at the end of the day. I was just like, it's just so cool that I got to experience this. I mean, I hope I get to again someday, but that's not why I'm doing this.
Right.
But it is a very cool thing to get to taste the fruit of your labor.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That tastes good.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're getting to do that at a very, very high level. I mean, Lainey's whole tour is named after a song that you guys wrote.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just got to be the coolest feeling to look at that. And so, obviously, we've talked a lot about Lainey. Are there any other artists that you're collaborating with a lot right now that you're really excited about?
So many.
Yeah.
And there are new artists that are constantly, like, kind of coming in and out of my orbit at different times too. Like actually the last 2 days I've gotten to write with Hardy for the first time.
Cool. That's fun.
And I've always been a huge fan of him and his artistry and his songwriting. So yeah, I mean that's constantly evolving for me. Just getting to create with new people.
Yeah.
New to me.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I mean, I've always really believed in Langley.
Yeah.
Who
was our headliner for the festival.
That's right, which is so cool.
Yeah.
And that's fun too, because a lot of the girls playing the festival are artists that I truly believe in and have worked with. Like May Estes is a good friend of mine. And
I love May.
I think so highly of her. Yeah. She's so talented.
She is. So I always tell her, I'm like, you're the closest thing to Leanne Womack
that
I've ever heard, and I just want to listen to you all day.
I have to say, out of like all the artists I write with, just what naturally comes out of her is like so pitch perfect.
Yes.
So stylized. Like she just has such control over her vocal.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
It's so funny. She was my first write after having my son.
Really?
I think it was cool. Like maybe like 8 weeks after. And I remember I called my mom, and it was my first time riding with May too, and I called my mom on the way to the ride, and I was like, what am I doing? Like just sobbing, because that was the first time I left my baby.
Yeah.
And May was so sweet and just so like, and we wrote a great song that day, and I was sitting there pumping. I called it my bionic boobs, because I had those like pumps they're supposed to be discreet, but they have a bright light, so it like shines through your shirt. And so I'm just like,
I'll find out in about 5 months.
Yes, right. But no, so it's gonna be so special to have May there with us. Yeah.
Aww.
Do you know Willow Avalon? Have you met her yet?
I'm a fan of her, but I've never met her.
Yeah, she'll be playing with us on that first night with the Songwriter night.
Yeah. So I'm excited to meet her. I know her music though, and her vocal is so unique.
It is.
It's very beautiful. But then like other artists that I've really enjoyed working with recently have I have George Burge's current radio single.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
Yeah, and that song is actually about having a family.
Really?
And just like how fast life goes by. So I also think the timing of that song had purpose in it too. Yeah. But yeah, I think that song is like almost top 20 now, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And I have songs coming out on a ton of artists coming up, like Chris Young, have one on his record. And just had a whole bunch of stuff come out on Haley Witters and Morgan Wallen. And so it's like, it's been like a really mixed bag in the best way, which is the way I love it. I really like to put on a different hat every day and like...
Yeah, because that's what I was going to ask, too. Is there a certain style that you like to like, attain or write towards? Or is it truly, like, whatever's in the room that day with that artist, shape-shifting for whatever you need to make it?
That. I mean, I really feel that my job is to serve the artists that I'm working with that day.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's me bringing in an idea, like a fully formed idea of some sort, but sometimes that's a lot of times just me sitting there and listening and like being their friend first and like helping them pull out the really honest parts of their stories. Like Priscilla Block I've believed in her for a long time, and I just wrote a song with her that just came out last week called Couldn't Care Less. And I feel like that song was one of those moments where she was just being honest with us and telling us all these moments in her life where it came across as she couldn't care less. And the truth is she couldn't care more. And so, I mean, songs like that don't happen if you go in with an agenda or an ego. Like, really, for creativity to thrive, you have to invite it in and let it be honest and, like, craft it together.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, you've done a very good job at it, obviously.
Thank you.
You're very talented at it.
Thank you.
And I'm just so beyond excited for everything that you have going on. I mean, all these new songs that are about to come out, the songs that are currently out that are climbing the charts, this baby that you're growing, the fact that you're going to be Jackson Hole, it's like, I feel like this is such a beautiful moment in time for Trannie Anderson, and I'm honored that you came and sat here with me to chat for a bit today.
Me too.
I'm honored to get to share the stage with you, and
me too.
What, a month and a half, not too far away. So.
I know. I'm just excited to go the Cowboy and hang out with my fellow cowgirls.
Yes, and we'll have our Lane boots, so shout out to Lane boots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I picked some, like, pretty green.
I saw. I love them.
Yeah. Green boots. You know?
I love it. All right. Well, Trannie, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
Jenny.
And thank you for being a part of the festival. Y'all be sure to look out for Trannie's upcoming project.
Yeah.
All of the new songs that she's putting out. And we will see you soon in Jackson Hole.
Thank y'all so much for listening. Tickets are now on sale for Cowgirls at the Cowboy. I hope to see you there. Visit milliondollarcowboybar.com for more info.